when you explain it, it sounds so simple. But like, it's kind of not. I think this takes skill. Hey guys, it's Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're talking about iOS 14, aka the best update ever. I know people are doing a lot of videos like these just because it's recently came out, but I will be one of those people because I kind of know how to customize the page. Side note, I'm sorry that I look like complete ass. Like, I literally haven't even gotten ready today. Like, Susie's just really coming through. But yeah, so if you don't know already, iOS 14 has been available, I don't even know since when, honestly. And you can now customize your whole home screen with Widgetsmith. And I mean, you can obviously, iOS 14 has other things that you can do, but I am not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about just customizing your page to make it look aesthetic AF, make it look Tumblr-y, because we know I love Tumblr. So I have done my phone. I also did my friends Diana and Ivano's phone for them. I will pop up on screen what their phones look like, what I did to their phones, and then obviously you will see mine. So I'm just gonna run through kind of what I did for my phone. Obviously there's more things that you probably could do, but I didn't. So, and I'm just gonna give you kind of like my tips and tricks of what I think helps make it look aesthetically pleasing. So let's just get into the video. So I'm just going to run through my screen real quick just so you can take a look at it. There's the second page, my dog's on it. And then the third page. And then there's that app library. So the first step to do is to clear out your phone. Before this, my phone had a bunch of just folders and apps. I literally had 4 pages of apps and folders. And so what I did is I just went through every app that I feel that I don't use on a regular basis. Like, I really dwindled it. Like, even if I probably go to it like once a week, or even, I don't know, like I go to Etsy a lot, but it's not like every day, you know, it's not even like every other day. So I moved it. So basically what you would do is you would just, let's just do my Ring app. We hold it down, edit home screen. You're gonna press the minus sign and you would click move to app library. I'm not gonna click it because I don't wanna drag it back out. So yeah, instead of deleting your app, you can move it, which is kind of like deleting it off your home screen, but it still exists. And I'm very, like, I always do this and I just type something. So obviously my Rings app already there, but if I wanna go to Etsy, I would just type in Etsy. So that's why I only kept the apps that I felt were most important, as there's Jimmy John's, Starbucks, and DoorDash on my third page. Oh guys, I downloaded this game, Identity 5. Haven't played it yet. The next thing to do is obviously download Widgetsmith, which is what helps you get all of these things. So I'm gonna go to the App Store, search Widgetsmith, and it's this black square with the blue icon. There is color widgets, photo widgets. I have downloaded color widgets on my friend's phone when I was doing it, but I personally did not use it, but it's cool. It didn't suit my vibe. So Widgetsmith, as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff added. I never used the large widgets, just I think they're too big and they take up too much space, and then like I can't put my apps anywhere. So basically what you're gonna do is you would create a widget. So we'll just click small one because I didn't use this one. But you click it and you can pick whatever your little heart desires. So you can do a time, you can do the date, any kind of date you want. Obviously I did that calendar. You can do a custom, which is where I put that photo in, and you would just select photo and then choose your photo, and you can go through your library. You can do a custom text where you can just write whatever you want in there. You can do blank where you can just pick a color. Upcoming events, reminders. You can only do weather if you pay for it. I'm not gonna pay for it. That's ridiculous in my opinion. And then just a bunch of other stuff, as you can see, that just doesn't pertain to me. Oh my God. So once you do it, so I'm just gonna keep it as what it is right now. Cancel. You do wanna press save. I just didn't because it's already in there, but you wanna make sure you press save. And then you're gonna go to your home screen. You're gonna hold down, edit home screen, and this little plus sign in the corner, you're gonna click that and you're gonna scroll all the way down to Widgetsmith, It's gonna bring you to this small, medium, and large. And obviously whichever one you wanna put in is which one you're gonna pick. So we're just gonna do that small one, add widget. It's gonna pop up, and right now it's the calendar because that's just what it defaulted to. You can click it, and this is where you can access all of your small widgets. So I'm gonna press that number 1, and there, sorry, it took a second. And now it's that quote, and so you can go around and you can switch things to whatever you want. Look, there's some acorns that I decided to not do. Pumpkins, candles, fuzzy socks, and coffee. So you can really do whatever you want. And then obviously you can remove your widget. So that was with like the pictures and, you know, like the calendar, and I'm gonna go more into depth about, that was just, you know, adding it. But if you want to start editing things, I'll just create a new one just to show you. We are going to do the time, we'll do this date, the month and date. So you pick your font. You can pick any of these fonts. I stuck with rounded just because it was plain and simple and I liked it. Typewriter's really cute. We'll go with that one right now. Then you pick your tint color. I always do white. Again, this is just my vibe, but whatever vibe you're going for, if you want to do pink, I think the gray is really cool. I also think the teal is really cool. But yeah, so you just pick your tint color, aka your font color, then your background color. And they do have a lot of decent colors and a lot of, you know, different, you know, shades of gray, which I think is really cool. So you pick your color, you know, whatever gray, and then you go down to your border. I always put a border. I just think it pulls it together, and I always do the border of the color of the font, so white. But you can obviously do whatever you want. You could do black, you could do, obviously I don't know what I'm telling you what you can do. You can see, you can do it in any color you want. And then after that, you would just go back and then click save. And now, oh yeah, I didn't know it. Now you have your small widget, and you can literally customize it however you want. So for placement, I just made sure I had 3 on each screen. Again, do whatever your heart desires. But I just made sure I had 1 medium and then 2 small ones. I think, oops, I think that really looks good in my opinion. I think it flows really well. As for putting it all together and deciding what your theme is and everything, I told Diana and Ivana to just think of something they like, whatever, like, you know, whatever you like. Obviously, I love fall, we know that. And I am a very big gray and black and white fan. So that's why I went with those kinds of colors. And you wanna make sure it flows, if that makes sense. So first, for finding pictures that you want, if you don't already have them, like I will show you in my photo album. Ignore me with a dick sucker, okay? It was a bachelorette party. I had a bunch of pictures that I just kind of saved, that I liked, that I possibly would use, and I obviously didn't end up using them. Sometimes you put it in there and it's just, you don't like how it looks with everything. Like, you might love the picture, but you just don't like how it flows. So what I always did was Google and Pinterest are your best friends. So for me, for example, mine was like a fall theme. So like, for example, pumpkins, I would put like pumpkins, gray, well, gray and white aesthetic, Tumblr, and you'll get something that you like. You know, here's aesthetic, that's not gray and white. I don't remember how I found mine, but honestly, you just wanna do, let's see, nature, black and white, aesthetic. And now you get all of these aesthetically pleasing, pretty black and white pictures. Obviously I'm doing black and white because that's just what I did for my theme. But you get a bunch of stuff, as long as you're honestly putting in the color that you want, or unless it's just whatever color, and aesthetic, or Tumblr, or Tumblr aesthetic, aesthetic Tumblr, as well as Pinterest. You get kind of the same thing, but at the same time, you get a little bit of different. Look, I've already Googled stuff. I put white nature aesthetic to try and find some more white colors of something, or like this, a cloud. This was for my friend's phone. Gray and white nature aesthetic. Ooh, look how pretty. But yeah, so as long as you're putting in the word aesthetic or Tumblr or whatever, you should be fine. Now, this top one where it says coffee, the liquid that smells like fresh ground heaven, I actually created that, which I will show you briefly just in case, like, for example, I will put it up on screen, Diana's where it says beach please. I did that for her because the one that we found that said beach please, it just didn't, the color scheme, it didn't look good with like the background. And the coffee one that I had, the font I really liked, but it wouldn't fit in that medium square. It only would fit in a large square or a small one, and I wanted the medium one. So I just made my own. So basically I have this app called Fonto. It's actually what I use to create my thumbnails. So basically I just did plain image. You can obviously go to your photo album and use whatever picture you want, which is what I did with Diana's. I just found a plain blue sky with palm trees and picked that picture, but for the sake of this, I will just do an empty picture. And I just picked a, you know, whatever. I think I picked like the bottom one, like Twitter or something, or I picked something small, I don't remember. And then you click use, and now it's in here. And then you can add an item, you can add an image, whatever, you can add whatever you want, but obviously I just did text and then I typed out I spaced it out. I typed out coffee. Oh my god, that's really cute, that font. And then you can click your font and you can pick whatever you want. I did typewriter. I did one of these kind of typewriters. I think it was that one. But yeah, so there's countless of fonts, as you can see. There's so many. You'll be able to find whatever it is that you're looking for. And then once you do that, you can actually like mess with the style. So you can change the color, you can change the strokes, you can do like black bolded, you can change the background, you can change the spacing, which I think is really cool. You can underline it, you can blend it, you can do a bunch of stuff and play around with it, and then obviously you just, you know, place it on here. You can't really see it because my font's still white, or my color. Play it around on here, you can change the size, obviously, you can tilt it, you can do a lot of stuff with it or whatever, so obviously you can add multiple texts, and then you would just save it as, save image as PNG, and then you can put it in your Widget Smith just like how I did with all the other pictures. So that's a way to get a picture that you can't find if you want to spend the time to create something, if it's like, you know, a quote or some kind of thing. I just use that app. I think it's really easy to use. So some tips about how to make it flow. Obviously pick a theme. You don't have to, but again, this is to make it flow. Pick a theme, pick a color scheme, a few colors that you want to do. I always say pick 3. Pick like your 2 main colors, so how I have black and white on these, my time and my calendar, and then I obviously have grays. But I feel like everything is mostly black and white, and I made my picture of me and Diana, and then my picture of John, black and white, which I just took my picture I already had and put the black and white filter on it. So obviously that's really easy for me, same with Maverick. But my tip is to have 1. It doesn't make sense, but 2 colors and then 1 color. So as you can see on every page, I have 2 of the same colors and then 1 color. So the first page I have 2 dark colors, my clock and my calendar, and then I have that white pumpkin, so that's my light color. Then on the next page I have the 2 white colors, so the coffee and the Starbucks, and then Maverick's the darker color. And then the same thing on the, you know, last page, I have that white stay cozy, and then the 2 darker pictures of me and Diana and John. And that goes the same for your background. So my background, I don't know if I still have the picture in here. I do. So this is my background that I used. Same concept. It's dark and white. I think you need a picture that has a contrast like that. That way you can place your apps, that way you can place your apps kind of accordingly. You know, you're not putting a bunch of light colored in the light and a bunch of dark in the dark. I think it just helps, again, with the flowiness of it. You don't have to do what I'm saying. I'm just saying I found that that's what works best in my opinion. Just like Diana's, so this is her homepage. I know I've already showed it, but the same concept. Her background is a light and dark. It's that sand and then it's the water. Same with Ivana's. She kind of has the same thing as mine with the forest in the back. It's the dark and then it's the light, and I did hers kind of the same with like dark and light, except for the second page. I wanted to do a different one, but it just wasn't flowing, and that flowed the best. But yeah, so you get what I'm saying. I would just play around with it. It took me about an hour. It took me longer for mine because that's when I didn't know what to do, so I was kind of like around with it a lot. But it took me about an hour for Diana's and Ivana's, just including like looking up the pictures and then like putting it into place and everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys.
So I actually did forget something. If you want to change all of your icons for your apps to make it more aesthetically pleasing, you can do so. I just personally did not. So you're going to open up shortcuts, and then you're going to add a shortcut, add action, and then you're going to type in open app, and then you're going to click where it says open app, and you're going to choose whatever app it is that you want to open. I believe I chose Instagram. Yes, and then you're going to click those three dots, and you're going to type in Instagram or whatever it is you want to name it, and then click add to home screen. You're going to type the same thing again, so Instagram, and then you're going to click the icon and choose whatever photo it is that you want to use. So I just clicked this one for the purpose of this video. Click add, click done, and then you're going to click done again, and it will have gone onto your home screen. And now you can click on it, and it'll take you to Instagram, and now it looks fun and cool. I personally just didn't do this because I just don't really care, and I like how all my apps are. I don't want to change them, as well as I don't like how it takes you to the shortcut first and then the app, but I know a lot of people don't care, and it's all about the aesthetic, so I thought I would show that for you guys.
But yeah, I think anyone can do anything they want. I think iOS 14 is so cool to like customize it. I don't know, and I think it's cool because like I'm probably gonna change this like come, you know, winter time. I might make it more like snowy looking and more like Christmassy, and I don't know, I think it's just so cool. I don't know. That was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below if you've already customized your phone, or if now you're going to after watching this video. I hope it looks great and aesthetic as and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.